Not surprised to see that NFL Network is reporting that Dallas is not going to make any moves until a minimum of Wednesday. Again, I would remind you, today is not a Black Monday because there are 2 playoff games today. You're not going to hire or fire coaches on a day where there are 2 games that you do not want to take the exclusivity away from them.
I also think that Jerry Jones this is obviously not his first time, around the block.
No.
And I think Jerry understands that, hey, it's a 12-5 football team or whatever. This is a good football team here. And if I'm gonna make a decision on my head coach after he's just delivered 3 12-win seasons back to back to back, I need to make sure I take my emotions out of it and make sure that I am truly committed to that path. Because if you fire Mike McCarthy and his staff and then you roll out an 8-win season, you're an idiot. And I love, what Jerry Jones has built for Dallas and the stadium and everything he's done for that community. But I'm going to guess Jerry Jones is not an idiot when it comes to making money, meaning that, hey, if you're a 12-win football team, Jerry World is packed every single game.
Yes.
And you're printing. So I think that Jerry Jones needs to consider his options for a few days.
And I think the other thing that's so interesting, like my wife and I are watching the Cowboy game last night in absolute horror and disgust. In fact, vomiting did happen. My wife was saying to me, man, those field level box seats would be amazing.
Mm-hmm.
That's the game experience. And like she's looking at it from that perspective, which I think, hey, that place was jacked last night. And it was a very, very disappointing outcome for the Dallas Cowboys, who were never a threat to win that game. It was a really bad performance.
Yeah, and I just don't think it was, obviously it wasn't expected. And I guess the thing that is so difficult with it is it's just so out of the blue. It's just like so far out of left field to get blown out. And give the Packers their credit, right? I mean, you played a good game. You dominated that Cowboy defense. Like, that's cool. And I'm watching this game and I'm sitting here saying, okay, this Cowboy team has been that team some weeks where they give up a bunch of points on defense, but Dak and the boys on offense are able to just keep churning out touchdowns. 7 points like it's nobody's business. And the idea that you couldn't really do that last night against the Packers was surprising to me. And again, I'm just going to keep pointing this out. You have not had anybody in that backfield since Zeke. And you need to change that if you want to have success, especially in the NFC when you're playing teams with the caliber of defense like the 49ers and the likes of them.
Would you fire Mike McCarthy?
I would not fire Mike McCarthy.
I would not fire Mike McCarthy either.
I would take a hard look at my roster because I look at Mike, and here's why I wouldn't fire him. I look at him and I say, okay, this guy's delivering me regular season excellence, right? 12 wins, contending for the number 1 seed in the NFC. Like, you're doing great things on the football field in the regular season. The issue has been the playoffs. And so the reason I say I wouldn't fire Mike, but I'd look at the roster, the reason for that is in the playoffs, it's a make or miss type situation. Your guy's either better or worse than the guy standing on the other side of the line. And too often you go down the line of scrimmage, right? Your 10 guys outside of Dak are not better than the other 11 that are facing you.
Am I making too much out of the CeeDee Lamb thing from last night?
I don't think so. I mean, a number 1 wide receiver would have quickly understood, hey, we're behind in this game. Like, hey, they just went down on the first possession of the game and put 7 points on the board like it was nobody's business.
Yeah.
Today was not our defense's best day from the get. So if I'm CeeDee Lamb, I'm sitting here saying, hey, dude, I got to come out here and have 100, 150 on 8 to 10 catches. I got to come out here and get my work in. And he was not that guy. And sometimes I just think we got to understand some dudes aren't built for it. Tua is not built for it. Lamb's not built for it. Dak is definitely built for it. I look at Dak, mediocre first half, but the balls he was throwing, a lot of them are right on target, and his guys didn't make a play.
What is CeeDee Lamb doing? Like, several times the ball just hit him in the hands. He didn't catch it.
Yeah, and if you're Dak Prescott, where else are you going to go? Like,
I
help
don't
me
know.
understand. Where else is he going to go here?
I don't know. Nate Simons for $5. Is it true that Fish is taking most of his coaching staff with him? Just about everybody is going to UW with Jed Fish. Shout out to the Big 12 for having 8 teams ranked in the AP Top 25.
It's the Big 12!
Best basketball conference in the country, and I don't think it's close.
Yeah.
I truly don't.
Yeah.
I don't think it's close. Joseph Carruthers, Cowboys are a head scratcher on both sides of the ball. How do you explain it? I mean, just the inability to cover in zone. Just non-existent.
Shocking. I mean, you're playing zone defense, and they're just like, yep, 50-yard post route down the field, no problem. Dude's wide open by 10 yards.
Yep.
How does that happen?
Tanner Plummer, sorry, Jake. They're up 21-7. Bills are probably going to rely on the run game to control the clock. Well, that's not who they've been, though. I mean, I think Sean McDermott, if they lose this game, is going to get fired. That blocked field goal was a terrible decision. You should have run the clock out. You should have run to burn clock. You didn't do that. You got a blocked field goal that directly led to a touchdown.
Yeah.
And if they lose this game, and I'm not saying that they are, but
in control still.
Mike Smith, Josh Allen has teddy bear eyes. He's dreamy. Hey, baby. Yeah. Big Daddy Magic continues to DM me about how great the Bills are, and Josh Allen's the greatest quarterback ever.
Yeah, we'll see about that, dude.
Mapes, how are you? Did I miss any big announcements? No, that's coming up in 45 minutes. We have a pretty big announcement for you regarding the show. Stick around for that. Mike Smith, what were they saying about the Commanders? Did they hire a coach or GM? They hired a GM today, and I think it is a really good hire. And they got Adam Peters from the San Francisco 49ers to be their GM, and I think it is arguably the best GM hire we've seen in the NFL in a year.
And
minimum.
I think you look at the Commanders and you start to understand that they're that team that is finally moving in a positive direction.
It feels like it.
You move on from the former regime, the toxic culture, the rundown stadium, and now you're just simply trying to win. And that's the first step in winning.
Yeah, I think it is. I think it's very interesting to see who the Commanders, man, I still struggle to say Commanders.
Mm-hmm.
I do. I was fine with Washington football team.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know why I can't say Commanders. I just can't. I don't know why I can't say it. But I can't, and it's fine.
Yeah,
it's fine. I am. Yeah. By the way, the Los Angeles Chargers released a statement today. The Chargers on Monday confirmed they have interviewed Jim Harbaugh for their head coaching position. Harbaugh is currently the head coach at Michigan and won the national championship. He also has 6 seasons of NFL coaching experience, including 4 as a head coach. That's the entirety of their statement.
Great. So we'll put a statement out on Wednesday saying we hired him. Good job.
Yeah, I don't know.
Good job, guys.
That's great. I mean, that's really well. See, this is what bothers me about the Chargers.
Stay hard.
Why put out a statement like that? In all seriousness, why put out a statement like that?
What were you looking to achieve with that statement?
I don't know. I have no idea. And I think it's very interesting.
Can only lead to horse to water.
The Spanos family has really struggled to operate at a high level, and that's putting it mildly. It just is, for my money, it is what it is. It's fine. Big Blue Horses have the Chargers interviewed minority candidate. Steve Wilks was their defensive coordinator of the San Francisco 49ers, interviewed with the Chargers, I believe on Friday. Steve Wilks. So they are through. NFL sources have told me they're through the Rooney Rule. So they can hire anybody they want at any time, and they would not make that announcement today. Sean Rollins, Josh Allen is key to the second half. He's on or he's completely off.
I agree.
Isn't that funny the way he's been that way? Chargers,
cold, man.
The Bills get the opening kickoff. We are just about to get underway. As the Bills will come out, we'll get a look at how they come out of the half. They interviewed Kellen Moore. How far has that guy fallen?
Quite a bit.
Significantly further, right?
By the way, Diggs is back on the field, so it looks like he's fine.
So that's good.
Yeah.
That's a big one. Shooter Texas. Who will Michigan hire after Jim leaves for the NFL? Matt Rule, Kleinman, Brian Kelly, Dan Lanning. Why would Brian Kelly or Dan Lanning take that job?
Yeah, if you're not taking the Alabama job, you're not taking the Michigan job.
That doesn't make a lot of sense.
Yeah.
Matt Rule's not taking that job. Chris Kleinman, if he was going to take a job, would have taken the Washington job. And I think their candidate in waiting is Sharon Moore. and Buffalo drops a first down pass to open the second half.
Here we go, dude. I'm telling you. This game ain't over, bro.
It just is. How do you explain this out of them? Like, Josh Allen makes a perfect pass, and Dalton Knox can't put it away.
Literally perfect pass. In
his hands. That's a first down dropped. Unbelievable. Mike Smith, wonder where Kellen heads now. If they bring in Harbaugh, he will move on. That's an interesting question. Because you don't have Jim Harbaugh is going to be the offensive coordinator.
Certainly.
Right. But he's going to have an offensive coordinator. And now Josh Allen gets sacked. Oh boy. This is going in the wrong direction, at least from a rectal perspective, if you're Buffalo.
Excuse me.
Because you're going to start spitting out diamonds in a minute. If he does not, and they were covered.
Yeah.
This is going to be really interesting.
And I think it's your best point. What'd you say about Mike Tomlin and this defense, dude? Their defense didn't look interested in the first half. They go out and make a play.
And all of a sudden, they're fired up.
Yep.
All of a sudden, they're fired up. Hey, Tone. Where have you been, Tony?
Bro, where have you been, dude?
Good to see you, buddy.
Tone.
Good to see you. Tanner Plummer. They will hire Emperor McNabb, and he will lead Michigan to respect and championships.
Emperor McNabb.
Nobody throws up with the chunk dispersion. The spread of chunks blown by Donovan McNabb. I mean, I agree.
Yeah.
Mike Smith. Dan Lanning turned down Bama. Dowdy takes Michigan. Matt Rule's still fresh at his current gig. Yeah, Matt Rule's not one.
Okay, here we go. Now here's a play. Remember the punter pulled his hammy on the block kick. He's out here kicking this football right now.
We'll see.
What happens?
So 3 and out for Buffalo.
Yep.
On a drop pass, and kick is away. On a drop pass and a sack, and it is very returnable. Yeah, wow.
Fine.
Pittsburgh is going to have field position. They are going to be at their own 41 as the punter continues to limp. This game is far from over. If Pittsburgh comes out and scores, I think Buffalo is, again, from a rectal perspective, things are going to start to get tight. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
How about that?
Gumby fresh out. How are you, buddy? Hey, Monty.
Hey, Monty.
Good to see you. Hey, Tone is out with Stein going to Arizona. Why do they call Gus Malzahn? LOL, they too broke. Dude, I think in all seriousness, and I know we're the only ones reporting it, Arizona's having no success getting a current P5 coach, and they have called. They have no success getting a current P5 coach to interview for that job.
What was that old duck season saying about Utah?
Poverty University.
Poverty University for Arizona.
Seriously. Richard Gray says Cowboys suck. Okay.
Well, thanks
for your contribution. What penalties will be hanging over the new Michigan coach? Well, certainly reductions in scholarships, recruiting visits, recruiting trips, practice. I think you're probably going to have a reduction in practices. It's going to be a tough go. And I think you're probably looking at a 2-year postseason ban. If they are found guilty and Jim Harbaugh leaves, I think you're looking at a 2-year postseason ban.
Rough, dude.
Yeah. Phoenix Masta. I mean, Mel Tucker is it? No, do you guys just believe anything that you're fed? Honest to God, I'm asking for a friend. Do you really think Mel Tucker is a candidate for the Arizona job? Like, this is, with all due respect, dude, like Mel Tucker is not a candidate. It is so shocking to me. And I talk to a lot of fans. I talk to a lot of people. And I try to be patient. But do you really, I mean, and I don't think you're kidding. I think you're dead serious with this comment.
I try to stay calm and not curse.
Like, do you really believe Mel Tucker is a candidate at Arizona?
And some only want to hear what they want to hear.
Come on. Like,
be better, bro.
I love that people are like, oh, this guy's never like I said, Jed Fish, hey, league candidate at there were only 2. I had them both. Chris Kleiman and Jed Fish were the only 2 serious candidates. And Jed Fish, I think, was in the lead from the beginning. And And people are like, no, like people in our membership group are like, they're never hiring Jed Fish.
You lose all credibility.
Well, it's like, do you ever think about the stuff that comes out of your mouth before you spew it?
No.
Did you like, I don't believe for Melt.
Sometimes I think I just say shit.
Like, what are you talking about? Yeah. You cannot be. Yeah, it's fine. It's fine. It's fine. On 3 said that, well, you can just stop right there.
Hi, this is James. Welcome back.
You can just stop right there. Chuck P. Can Fresno State upset them in the first game? Could be. Could be. You know.
Yeah.
Mr. Downtown. Surprised Harbaugh going to the Chargers as a lot of the star players are older. But he's going to have say over his roster. He is going to completely have say over it. He's not a guy that you don't hire him and then you're like, oh yeah, no problem. Like you're older. I don't know. If I look at Justin Herbert, isn't he the only guy on that roster you care about?
Only guy, dude. It does like all that. It's literally a situation where it's like, put 4 or 5 guys in front of him that can protect him and give me 2 wide receivers that can get open consistently.
And find a running back who's larger than a toddler.
Seriously. Because you've always said that about Eckler. And it's the reality of the situation, dude. Can I get a back that's over 6 feet tall in San Diego? I mean, LA, that should be in San Diego.
Well, aren't they signing Mel Tucker to be their starting running back?
I mean, apparently.
I know redos.
Like, I can't believe that's man, I guess I shouldn't be surprised. Aaron Wilson gifts a Monty Show membership.
Oh, yay. Nice.
Aaron, good to see you. Sean Rollins gifts 5 Monty Show memberships.
Let's go, Sean. You still need to DM me, bro.
Appreciate you. Yeah, Sean DM Jake. He'll put you in our members only Instagram group. I don't mean to rant on that. And I know people are like, oh, here comes a Monty rant. But like people are asking me, I just should let it go. Is Alex Grinch a candidate at Arizona? No. Alex Grinch
came up with that shit need to be fired.
Who could not tackle Bobby Robbins himself. Yeah, let's hire that guy. Let me get this. So, I'm Bobby Robbins, the president at Arizona. I need a football coach. I wonder who USC is fired as defensive coordinator because they were ineptly terrible.
You know, the Tulane game and they just
Who's
awful.
The worst possible USC assistant coach that Bobby Robbins, who can't do math in any way, shape, or form. Who should I? Alex.
You're casual.
No.
What a stupid son of a bitch.
No, I'm not doing it. I am not stooping my mental health down to your nonsense. Like Nate Simons just did by becoming a member of the Monty Show.
Hey, let's go.
Good to see you, Nate. Appreciate you, my guy. Thank you for joining the show. All right, let's see. Joseph Carruthers says, you're too late to stay for supper. Exactly. Get the Tanner Plummer. Nick Foles should return to his alma mater and coach U of Arizona. Yeah, Nick Foles is a candidate.
What are you talking about, man?
Bernard is hurt for the Bill. Oh, man, dude. What is going on in Buffalo? Why does God hate the Bills?
I think that's HIPAA.
Dude, what happened to Buddy?
I believe. Oh! I don't need to see that again. Oh, my God. Your leg is not supposed to bend that way. Ow. Terrell Bernard, dude. I'm going to say he's out.
And by the way, this is not Jacksonville. They do have a cart for Buddy. Just, I can confirm that.
Yes, thank you.
Yeah.
And it's a John Deere. What is going on in Buffalo? They are melting down. They are absolutely melting down.
Direction here in Buffalo.
And now here comes Stoolwater's best, Mason Rudolph.
Man.
NFL MVP.
Right.
NFL MVP. Let's see. In other news, BYU got a new tight end coach, Kevin Gilbride. That's so awkward.
Yay!
Did you guys see that? Kevin Gilbride is the new tight end, former offensive coordinator, head coach. He's a tight end. Okay.
He's the tight ends coach?
Okay. That's fine. Boyd Lake, I'm disappointed I won't get to see any more Puka this year. Boy, how good was
Bro,
he?
Buddy had a night.
So he goes off for that touchdown, and Jake sends me all capitals, Puka. So I sent Jake a video of me yelling Puka. Just screaming out loud.
Oh, I thought he was hurt.
No.
Okay.
21-7, 12:48 to go in the third quarter. Buffalo came out, went 3 and out. Pittsburgh is now on the move. They are at midfield. Mason Rudolph, just throw it to the Bills. Oh, wait, that's right. He's the greatest quarterback anybody's ever seen. He would never do that.
You got to have that, bud.
Yeah, that should have been intercepted. And again, because God hates Buffalo, I should
Dilly.
probably not say that. They dropped the interception.
Nice job, dude.
But Pittsburgh's at midfield. This is going to be very, very interesting. Joseph Carruthers, there will be no Christmas in Tucson if Grinch gets hired. See, Alex, Grinch.
So see what he did there? It's like the Grinch stole Christmas. It's like a Santa Claus and Grinch thing. None of this is real, but we're just still talking about it.
Oh, boy. And now Pickens makes a play. They are at the Buffalo 30-yard line. Football hurts.
Dude.
Pittsburgh is rolling. Just outside of the 30-yard line, and Buffalo is in trouble. They're at the 33.5-yard line, and Pittsburgh is marching. First down and 10, and now, of course, you would get a procedure penalty.
And Pittsburgh's going to Pittsburgh.
Tony, hey,
Tone.
Coach O to Arizona. LOL, he's actually a decent coach. Okay.
Go Wildcats.
Go Tigers.
Go Cats.
You could do worse than at Ogeron, Mike Smith, you can still watch Amon-Ra St. Brown. Yes. If you're not rooting for Detroit, you're probably broken.
Yeah.
But
facts.
It's fine. M. McUell. Okay. He's leaving because he knows Ohio State is going to tear them a new asshole next season.
What's Ohio State? Do you know what Ohio State?
I've never heard of Ohio State.
Yeah, I don't know. I'm not really sure.
I think he means the.
Oh.
Shut up.
Sorry.
He means the.
Stay hard.
Ohio State.
Yes. Okay.
You show respect talking over the pause.
My bad.
Come on. Yeah, and Pittsburgh is still moving the football. Now they're inside the 30 as Stoolwater's finest Mason Rudolph makes a play. Let's see. Who else? Look at Shooter Texas picking up a free membership. Tiny running back to the Chargers, so Deuce Vaughn is going to San Diego. Don't be a jerk. But I like that he threw in San Diego. First down, Pittsburgh.
Is it possible that they could ride the D?
Dude, they're riding that Buffalo D because they're
another injury now.
A 1st and 10 at the Buffalo 24. And Pittsburgh is just operating now. They are winning at the point of attack repeatedly. And, geez, football hurts. We'll keep you up to date on that game. 10:30 to go. Buffalo is in real trouble here. That was Micah Hyde limping around a little bit, but he's fine. 21-7 Buffalo over Pittsburgh, but Pittsburgh is rolling. No chance they win this game, but this is a little Najee Harris goes nowhere. This is a little scary now.
Yeah.
This is a little scary now. Harry Austin, damn, I looked up right at the screen on that injury. Dude, your ankle is not supposed to bend that way.
Bro.
What's wrong with you?
27 minutes from now, we'll give you a very special announcement. Nate Simons gifted 5 Monty.
Let me pull it out for you, Nate.
Let's go.